What is up, everyone? I figured I would update my Warlock solo maraudon farm. New stuff has come to light. I have discovered things. Before, previously, Rotgrip's patrol path was a bit unpredictable, but I realized that he starts from the same point, but it doesn't get reset when you enter the instance. It gets reset when the instance gets reset. So Rotgrip is patrolling whether or not you're in there. So if you time your instance resets and treat it like a speed run, Rotgrip should be in about the same position every time. So I'm going to demo this right now. You reset the instances, log out, log in. Boom, I'm at the start of Maraudon. Alright. So if we time it, Gizlock should die just before Rotgrip is in the ideal point to pull him. To make things go smoother, I like to just have as much spell power gear as possible, so I unequip the Barrow Peasant Collar. My biggest problem is that I forget to re-equip the damn thing. Basically, we're just trying to run as fast as possible to Gizlock. See, I'm on my last lockout, last instance before the lockout, rather. And the timing is I got about 12 minutes, so I can fish for a couple minutes, or I can like idle on my alt. But as long as you time it and give yourself a little bit of a buffer, you should be able to do it indefinitely. This run times itself to about 12 minutes, so that's kind of perfect. So factoring Rotgrip this way really kind of stretches out the run to its optimal. So, okay, we got a good pattern on the rock patrols. These are really the only things that you can aggro, I've noticed. These little guys, they have a bigger aggro radius than you think. I try to sneak by them sometimes, and they're always the ones that catch me. So to engage Gizlock, I usually go up to this corner right here. Let off an Immolate, Curse of Doom, then as I start running, hit Corruption, Siphon Life. And I got used to where he generally is in the pattern, so I usually hide around here. Oh, he did a Dragon Gun early. Always when I'm trying to demo. But I want to maintain all the uptime I can on all this stuff, so. It doesn't matter if you take a little damage. With the Voidwalker sacrifice, you're gaining so much health. Gizlock is basically inconsequential. Alright, we're gonna re-up our dots. I'm gonna throw in a Shadow Bolt while we're here. Alright, and I'm gonna try to mark, I like marking Rotgrip because you'll see what happens when he comes around later. Boosted Curse of Agony, and that should be enough damage to bring him to the edge. There's Rotgrip. I mark him just so we can see him. Alright. I'm gonna leave Gizlock so I can get into position, make sure I can I want to get a Curse of Doom and a Corruption off on Rotgrip. So here we're gonna go over here. You see where this little corner notch is here? This little triangle? I want to be just next to this. Alright. And here's how I do this. He's gonna go over here, and then he's gonna go over here. As soon as he turns this way, he'll be in range of Curse of Doom, but I count to about 8 once he's in range, and that gives me his head should be around here, not quite under the bridge, but not quite at it either. And that will give you enough time to give you a Curse of Doom. So ready? So he's in range 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you're lucky, he'll actually attack you, so you can get a Siphon Life off as well. It doesn't matter if he hits you once, because you'll heal up by the time he confronts you. And if you hug this wall along the way, you usually don't get a Hydra either. But because I'm recording, of course, that's going to happen. Oh, whoop. Got too many soul shards. Okay. Alright, I just want to make sure you don't run into these elementals. There's really no rush, so don't think you have to sneak past anything. This is the tightest spot in this dungeon, really. Just make sure you don't pull these snakes. Okay. Now we're going up to the cliff. The reason that I marked rotgrip is it gives you a little bit of advance notice, so that way you can see where he's coming and you can target him early. I just find that to be easier. I like zooming in when I'm getting in these positions. I don't think you need to be as precise as I am, but you know. So I usually get like half on, half off this little crease. Then I position myself facing out, zoom the camera out, and then I get a little bit of view in this crack here. You see down in this bottom left-hand corner? That's where rock grip's gonna come. Music's too loud in my ears. Okay. Should be coming in the next 10 seconds or so. So yeah, I took plenty of time in there. And still have plenty of time to get in position. So here we go. Get the Curse of Doom off. Corruption, turn around and siphon life on the way up the hill. Gives us plenty of lead time. Did not get a Hydra, like we usually do not. Alright, re-up Corruption. And now we're just running towards Princess. There's really nothing special we have to do here. After, we need to make sure to equip Bar of Peasant Collar, because that's the only thing that can really get us killed, is forgetting to do that at this point. This is a bit yikes. Alright. And I don't do Amplify because I want to make sure I have Amplify on Princess. Like this, doing an Amplify Curse of Agony on Rock Grip doesn't actually save you overall time. It just saves you time on Rock Grip. Oh, I didn't get the Soul Shard, really? Whatever. Let's get rid of Soul Shard. Okay, you can see we're 6 minutes away from my instance counter resetting. It takes maybe 3 or 4 minutes to do a worst case scenario Princess run. And the way I initiate on her, I'm actually going to reset all of my stuff here because I don't want it to fall off in the middle of the fight. Where's she at? Don't see her. Something that I noticed about the Hydra though is that you can just kite to wherever Rocket dies and then just keep fearing and dotting the Hydra and you'll never get killed. And for whatever reason, the Hydra does not aggro anything else. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for the Princess to come around. And I used to like going at this line, but I kind of like the idea of going a little bit further because if she boulders you early, you can dodge behind these rocks with line of sight, and there's a chance you don't even need to use the Peasant Collar, which is nice. Alright, we got all the things. Okay, so when I initiate Princess Theradras. It's basically the same thing. We're gonna initiate with max range, immolate, curse of doom, turn around, curse corruption, and siphon life, and then we're just going to kite basically. I'm gonna get a feel for the max range. Okay, so we're gonna do this. If I'm lucky, I can get a boulder to proc and dodge it. Nope. Oh, I dodged it. Oh, cool, I missed it, so. Ballin'. Now we just run. If she gets close, then I'll just pop the peasant collar. She missed another boulder. If you time it right, you can initiate on her and get like this perfect max range where all of her boulders are out of range by the time that they land. So they never hit. Like this. And she just sort of keeps herself at a kiting distance. Alright, so I'm at about 3 seconds left. I'm going to pre-amplify. So when the curse pops off... that's really ballsy. You shouldn't go back to do like Nightfall procs. But this is like a really easy run. For whatever reason, she's just being really cooperative. She's missed every boulder. That's insane. And yeah, you never really have to run back to cast a curse or anything. She does move faster than you, even with the move speed and chance. So right now I'm gonna pop the peasant collar, proc the dust field, get a little bit of distance. Oh wow. Okay, now she's at 20%, so I'm gonna get an immolate going. Oh boy. Alright. Oof. Got cheated on soul shards though. Anyway, that's how to do a princess. That's how to do my Warlock Maraudon runs. Peace.